Coming up, the field hockey team took a road trip, and the hosts were not kind.
The football team shipped up to Boston and clipped the win.
And we talk with a senior who's back, trying to reach the ultimate goal. All that and so much more.
From
Sports Extra starts
right now.
From the University of North Carolina School of Media and Journalism, covering the full range of Tar Heel athletics. This is Sports Extra.
It was a busy weekend to be a Tar Heel sports fan, which means we've already started. Welcome to Sports Extra. I'm Erin Jenkins.
And I'm Kirsten Clark. We'll start with the most dominant team of the past few years in Chapel Hill. On Friday, the Heels field hockey team took on Louisville, hoping to extend a 47-match win streak. The Cardinals said welcome to Kentucky with a strong attack. Although Carolina had 4 shots on goal, only one, a perfect top corner reverse chip by Aaron Matson, made it into the net. Down by 1 in the fourth quarter, Coach Karen Shelton pulled goalkeeper Amanda Hendry for an additional striker, but UNC was unable to hold on to its record-breaking 47-game win streak. The Cardinals gave Carolina its first loss in more than 2 years, 3-1. The Heels had a quick turnaround playing Duke on Sunday. The loss didn't faze the Heels' offense, and they came out hard looking for revenge. Erin Matson continued her scoring streak after stealing the ball at midfield, weaving through 2 defenders and sending a screamer to the far post, and the Tar Heels didn't stop there. Meredith Shoulder took the ball down the sideline and crossed it into Sports Extra reporter Eva Smolners for a quick tap in. Smolners then knocked one to the right of the goal, and Hannah Griggs got her first goal of the season as she dived for the gimme. Then, with just 4 minutes left, the Heels scored off a penalty corner, bringing the final score 4-0. This was exactly the kind of win the Heels needed to reboot the momentum for the rest of the season. 4-0 is a pretty convincing win, and a road loss to a very good team is nothing to be ashamed of. But we turn now to field hockey analyst Ellen Campbell to talk about one area of Carolina's game that has to concern head coach Karen Shelton.
Kirsten, that area of concern is penalty corner conversion. Good teams will convert about 1 in every 3 or 4 opportunities, or between 25 and 33%. The Heels did convert 1 penalty corner against Duke. The Heels were able to inbound the ball to Matson, and she and Romeo Ricardo tapped it around until they were able to find a wide open shot. But Carolina came up short 7 other times. So the Heels are now 3 of 17 on their penalty corners this season, a paltry 17%. In their national championship season last year, the Heels' conversion rate was about 23%. Still not great, but better than what they're doing so far in 2020. This weekend, they went 0 for 2 in their game against Louisville and 1 for 8 in their game against Duke. Drawing more than 5 chances per game is good, but they simply need to put more of those chances into the back of the net. I'm sure we can expect to see lots of penalty corner practice as the Heels prepare for their first home game on Sunday. Back to you guys.
That's field hockey analyst Ellen Campbell. Thanks, Ellen. The Heels are no longer undefeated, but they still have a chance to defend some titles, and they want to do it with some new faces. Here's Julia Roth.
6 freshmen have joined the ranks of Karen Shelton's Tar Heels. Though many would find it daunting to join the dominant legacy, Britt Schlattman and the others take the pressure in stride.
I personally like the pressure because it makes me feel like I need to do more, and it makes me better.
Carolina, the rich keeps getting richer. Great freshman class that they bring in, and you'll see one with Katie Dixon.
Midfielder Katie Dixon made her debut on the starting lineup in the Tar Heels season opener against Wake Forest.
We came up with a team slogan, which is tough. So it's together, unbreakable, fully adaptable, and fully bought in. This is going to be a season of uncertainty, and so we're just going to get through it together.
1, 2, 3, Heels! The new players all agree that the coaches and upperclassmen have created a strong team unity, welcoming the newcomers with support and encouragement.
The girls who have told me that the coaches are looking for moments of greatness rather than moments of weakness.
For Britt Schlattman, this year also meant a big move from the Netherlands to North Carolina.
At the beginning, it's kind of difficult because you're not from the United States and you like figure things out, and if you're there like practicing but you don't feel the connection yet, and now it's starting to get the connection that you want to have.
There's still a lot of work ahead for the new Tar Heels, but earning their place on the Carolina field is certainly a remarkable accomplishment.
Very fast, Kirsten Tomasi was making her way down to the corner.
It's just a dream come true.
It's really, really cool.
I used to be in the stands watching, and now I'm in the field playing. I think it's crazy, and it's just very rewarding to see all of my hard work pay off.
Now that Carolina looks to start up a new win streak, these freshmen will be doing a lot more than watching from the stands. I'm Julie Roth reporting.
The team will continue march toward third national championship this weekend against UVA.
The Carolina football team had its hands full Saturday in Chestnut Hill against undefeated conference foe Boston College. The Hills got off to a hot start with a crisp 24-yard touchdown pass to speedster Chauffrey Brown early in the first quarter. Carolina would score again late in the first after a 1-yard run by Javonte Williams capped off a 56-yard drive to give the Hills an early 14-3 lead. Shortly into the second, a huge interception inside the Carolina 10-yard line resulted in a short touchdown for BC, making it a 1-point game. After another Javonte Williams touchdown before the half, the Hills were held relatively silent in the second half by the Boston College D. The stellar D and some mistakes by the Carolina offense gave the Eagles an opportunity to tie it late in the fourth with a 2-point conversion. But junior defensive back Treymorrison came through to save the day for UC with a 100-yard interception to seal the deal and a 20 BC 22. It was off wonder, but Hills are now 2-0 heading back to Chapel Hill.
Boston College got a good team. Their defense played well. So it was what we thought it would be. It was a very physical game on the road that came down to the end, and thank goodness our guys made the plays they need to win at the end of the game.
Here to take us through Saturday's win is football analyst Nick Perlin. Nick, what'd you see on Saturday?
UNC did more than enough wrong to lose on Saturday, yet the Heels left Chestnut Hill with a narrow victory. UNC was sloppy the entire game. Early in the second quarter, Howell gets hit from behind. The ball pops up and the Eagles intercepts the pass. The turnover led to an immediate score, making it a 1-point game. In the second half, UNC offense stacked, scoring 3 points in the entire half. With just over 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Grayson Atkins misses a 47-yard field goal that would have given Carolina a 2-possession lead. Penalties and mental errors by the Heels kept Boston College afloat. The Heels had 10 penalties for 96 yards, including this defensive pass interference on 3rd and goal from the 32-yard line, giving the Eagles lead. Carolina then allowed a touchdown with just 5 seconds left, and like College tied the game. However, when Carolina needed big plays was gotten, and it was no good showing up again. Treymorrison internet pass takes all day 100 yards for the point start. UNC can't with this score. The Heels beat a very good protect this week. The defense must have 4 quarters of fought together. With the number of weapons UNC has the offensive side of the ball, Canada has the score 5-point game. Carolina must list big and penalty against the Hokies, and too many of war against quality opponents. The defense will have to slow down Hokies' ground attack. Again, Virginia Tech 320 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns. UNC will have to limit penalties and protect the quarterback better. Boston College had first stats and hurried Sam Howell often. Howell also has to get rid of the ball faster. UNC has a lot to work on. Back to you guys.
That's football analyst Nick Perlin. Thanks, Nick. Despite making his first start at his 3rd different position as a Tar Heel, defensive back Morris as the star of the UC on Saturday. Jared Riley has the story.
Junior Treymorrison has been an impact player for the Tar Heels defense since stepping foot in Chapel Hill 3 falls ago. In his first 2 seasons, Morrison started 19 games, 10 at nickel and 9 corner. Morris stacked up 77 tackles, 9 breakups, and 1 interception his freshman-sophomore campaigns for UNC. Now, following starting safety Miles Wolfe dismissed from the team for academic issues, Morris made the shift to his 3rd start position for Tar Heels in his season against Boston College.
I had some mistakes there, but I just really went out there and just tried to play my hardest on every single play.
Morrison was excellent in his first start at the new position, recording 6 tackles, including multiple bone-crushing hits on Boston College receivers, daring test him in the middle of the field.
I try to hit hard every single game. I mean, it's no big difference in any team that we play. I just go out there and try to give it all.
Morrison also sealed the Tar Heels' 26-22 victory with the 100-yard interception return for a 2-point conversion.
Reading to the field side, I didn't see anything come that way. I seen the quarterback go to the boundary. I seen the running back flare out, and then I just seen the ball in the air, and I went to go get it.
Morrison's performance caught the eye of his Tar Heel teams, specifically first All-AC linebacker Tess Surratt.
Trey's big for us. I mean, he's played corner, he's played nickel, and now he's at free safety, so he knows all the spots, and able to help the young guys in there, and they'll be able to then make the call. So, I mean, he's going to be part of our this year. Made a really play at the end of the game, so I'm really proud of him.
Treymorrison.
Morrison will look to continue to be an impact player for the Tar Heels defense Saturday as UNC faces a Virginia Tech squad that's averaging just 172 passing yards a game. I'm Jerry reporting.
The pandemic has affected UNC sports in a multitude of ways, bringing about big changes for the athletes who play and those who cheer them on. Grayson Clements has more.
Tyler Harden has been a member of the UNC cheerleading team for the better part of 3 years. And after an extremely limited offseason, making the adjustments back on campus and trying to stay safe and healthy have made practice look different than what he's used to.
We are able to practice now, so our preparation is very distant. So when we tumble, we're 6 feet apart. When we warm up, we're 6 feet apart. When we stunt, you're in contact with one partner, and then you stunt with that person, and then after that stunt, everyone backs up.
The team has been able to practice, but no one involved with the program, neither the coaches, are sure cheering in person again at UNC sporting events will be a reality.
The most they have told us is what they know. So it's kind of up in the air. So as they find out things, they tell us. So if they hear that we're able to cheer one of the games in October, then they'll tell us.
While the timetable for being able to cheer again in person is filled with uncertainty, the team is ready to be on the sidelines just as soon as possible.
As of now, it's still up in the air. We might be, like if there's a game Saturday, we might not be cheering that Friday, and then we might wake up and say, guys, we got a game to cheer.
Harden is eager to get back to cheering because he's had a great experience as a UNC cheerleader and has made some amazing memories, and he can't wait to make more.
It's electric. I mean, no other feeling can explain like being on the court for a game, for a basketball, on the middle, and all there's feels, hype.
The rest of the cheers are eager making more of those memories. I'm Grayson Clements reporting.
The cheerleaders hope to be back in Keenan with the fans on Saturday against Virginia Tech.
The UNC men's soccer team started the season off right, beating Duke 2-0 as Cotton State in Durham on Friday night. The Heels were on fire with senior Matt Conant scoring first on the night on a offense from junior blue guard Baby Kick. Carolina to the win for Herrera. The rest of the Duke play over defensive and to the goal just past Blue Devil lead. Junior goal for Alex saved all of Duke shots on goal. Mermaid Vital Hunt stayed in both the first and second half, securing UNC's win. UNC is 1-0 and will take on the Clemson Tigers Friday at 6 p.m. on Dorrance Field.
UNC has produced more than its fair share of incredible soccer players, and this season, you'll find a number of them in Chester, England. Former heel Alicia Russo scored in a coming off in her game with Man United. Russo first career and goal in on Togo made her appearance with Man United off the Busso, recorded as will wait on Manchester and Tar Heel LeBron few weeks.
Minnesota star Blumberg has decided to return for the spring season. Alexa sat down with the 20 Patent Award winner.
Blumberg has received just about every act there is in college tennis, but decided to fall off on professional return to Carolina. It was tough to see that he's most of the down siding his family.
Felt like you're not playing a tennis since March, that to turn pro now and to have any moment not really the ability to play a lot of tournaments made more for me to back to school. Have the ability to still a lot of events, like events bring.
Blumberg is the first 8-time American in line history, in IT history. With his return for the 21 season, has a chance to be the first 10-time All-American. But he has a bigger goal.
I really want to win a national championship for my teammates and my coaches. Like individual, accolades are really cool, but like doing things for other people are even better.
Something the university did for him was to award him the Patterson Medal, which goes to one female and one male athlete each year who has completed their eligibility and has shown excellence in athletics, the classroom, and in their communities.
So it meant a lot to me. I mean, I still feel like, there are many other people that deserve it, and probably the only reason about it is my teammate, but it was a big honor for me, and I was extremely happy.
Men's tennis head coach Sam Paul is extremely proud of Blumberg.
The accomplishments for our team and for himself individually as being, possibly the most decorated player in Carolina tennis history and one of the best in collegiate tennis history. So I think that sort of led the storm. And also, too, he's such a great young man. If you had the opportunity to meet him, off the court and how he treats people, he's actually even taught lessons to all of us, how he treats everyone.
Tar Heel fans hope that number can shoot them to a national championship. I'm Alexa Graham reporting.
Kirsten, speaking of national championships, I was heartbroken to see the field hockey team lose on Saturday, but they had a convincing win against Duke the next day. So I think they can still pull out the natty this year.
Aaron, we all fall sometimes, but, after a 47-match win streak, I have no doubt that they have another natty in the bag this year. So I'm excited.
I think so too, Kirsten. And that does it for this edition of Sports Extra.
Thanks for watching. See you soon.